MCJ Sports.
Hello there and welcome back to MCJ Sports. My name is Marko Jerkovic, and today we're going to be doing our sports picks for the week of November 22nd through November 28th. Joining me on this episode is Easton Nelson.
What's up, guys?
And also Colton Deneen.
What it do?
All right, so let's get right into the picks. First up, we have a crucial college football matchup in the Big 12. Number 6 Oklahoma at number 9 West Virginia, Friday 7 o'clock on ESPN. Easton, who do you have?
I have Oklahoma in this game, and what a game. I mean, is this going to be the game day game?
I think so.
It better be.
It should be, but I'm really excited to see this. Two Heisman candidates going up against each other, but I like Oklahoma in this one as I think their team overall is better than West Virginia, and Kyler Murray is a great quarterback.
Yeah, I have Oklahoma in this one as well. I think it's really important to say that West Virginia's defense is way better than Oklahoma's defense. But here's the important thing. Oklahoma's offense is tremendous. They're averaging 9 yards per play. That is a record by like 2 yards. Colton, who do you have?
You just got to go with Oklahoma with this one. Kyler Murray, he's going to dominate West Virginia. Oklahoma has no defense whatsoever, but their offense is too much.
Yeah. I mean, so the consensus, Oklahoma, defense, who cares? I guess offense is good enough. Okay, so let's move on to our second really big college football game. This one in the Pac-12. Number 18 Washington at number 8 Washington State, Friday 7:30 on ABC. So who do you guys have in this one, Easton?
I have the upset here. I have Washington, and Washington, to me, seems like they should be a little bit better than they actually are. I mean, I had high hopes for them coming into the season, and I know you really like this Washington State team, but I have a gut feeling that Washington's going to win this, and I'm going to prove you wrong in this one. I know you picked Washington State.
Just a slight correction. The game's actually on Fox, but it doesn't matter because you're wrong.
On
Washington
all levels.
State on all levels.
Watch it happen.
I mean, maybe. Who cares? So I can't deal in absolutes. But Washington State, I think, is going to win this game. Obviously, the Heisman candidate in Gardner Minshew. This offense is number 1 in passing in the country. They're so efficient. The defense has actually stepped up pretty well. And honestly, if not for a really bad, not a bad loss, but an unfortunate loss to USC, they could be right in the playoff conversation. I mean, they are, but closer than they should be. And honestly, that was a controversial loss, so we'll see how the committee treats that later on, but I have Wazoo in this one.
I'm with Marco on this one. I got Washington State. Gardner Minshew, a sleeper for Heisman contender, or candidate, whichever you call it. But he's going to go off on Washington. I don't know why you think Washington's even going to win this.
Watch.
They're not good
Just
enough.
watch.
Okay, so let's move on to our third pick. So we have the Portland Trailblazers at the Golden State Warriors Friday at 9:30 Eastern.
This comes down to if, Curry's not coming back, I don't think, yet. But Draymond should be back. And I know the Warriors have been struggling lately as Kevin Durant and Clay have, what was it? Clay's only shooting 32% from 3 this year. Did you see that?
He'll figure it out. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's
but
fine.
Still, I mean, it's the Warriors. I know the Trailblazers are a good regular season team. That's all they are. But I have the Warriors in this.
Listen, I picked the Warriors last week to beat the Rockets, and they burned me. But I'm not going to... I'll make that mistake again if it means picking the Warriors.
Yeah.
Because why would you pick against them? They're so good. Colton, who do you have in this one?
Warriors, duh. Like, they have so many assets on their team. Portland's a good team, but Golden State's
No defense.
It's
so
fine.
good.
It's fine. Defense doesn't matter anymore. We've already established
yeah,
this.
you said
Why are
this
the
in the
Rockets bad?
podcast.
Because they don't have defense.
Their offense should be just a
their
little bit
offense
better,
isn't
maybe.
good
But
enough.
the
Maybe.
Warriors, all across the board here, I thought someone might go for the upset. So surprised by that. All right, so moving on to another pivotal college football matchup. We have number 4 Michigan at 10 Ohio State, Saturday at 11 o'clock on Fox Eastern. Who do you have in the game?
I have Michigan in this one, and I think it's going to be bigger than a lot of people think. I mean, Ohio State is so lucky to be at number 10 right now. I mean, they could have easily have lost at least 4 games this year. And I just don't think Ohio State's ready for this Michigan team.
Well, I have Michigan as well. Ohio State is trash. Proven by the fact that UCF
Overrated.
UCF jumped them. It's the first time that a group of 5 team has ever been in the top 10, which UCF deserves to be in the top 10, so that's not the big deal. But they jumped Ohio State when Ohio State also won. Ohio State is trash. This Michigan team is great, but I'm not focusing on that because Ohio State is garbage. The fact that they only have 1 loss is amazing to me. Michigan
Lucky.
big. Michigan by 4. 4 touchdowns.
We're all gonna be wrong. No.
Michigan's so good. They're going to dominate Ohio State. Ohio State almost lost to Nebraska. They got lucky against Maryland.
Very
If
lucky.
that guy hadn't thrown a terrible pass on the 2-point conversion, their defense is horrible. Dwayne Haskins, he's good, but he's not good enough to beat Michigan.
Yeah. All right. So
Agreed.
Michigan all across the board here. Really no question. If somehow Ohio State pulls off the upset, I don't even think they can get in the playoffs. So that spells disaster for the Big Ten. So, if you're just a Big Ten fan in general, root for Michigan.
Well, so Northwestern would probably be the one team. And they have no chance to get in the playoffs.
No, they have
obviously,
4
but
losses.
Yeah,
I feel like they'd
be
beat Michigan just to kill their chances
Hey,
of making the
hey.
playoffs.
Wait till next week, will you? Wait
I'm
till next
sorry.
week. Okay, let's move on to our next pick. We have the Green Bay Packers at the Minnesota Vikings, Sunday, 7:15 on NBC. Easton?
I have the Vikings in this one. They just came off of a loss to the Bears, and I think they're going to come out ready to play. Aaron Rodgers I think they said that Jimmy Graham is going to come back now as he broke his thumb, but at first they said he wasn't, but who knows. But he doesn't have any
Doesn't
target.
matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. The Vikings
are
are going to annihilate the Packers.
gonna I don't know about annihilate, but
I will
the
say
Vikings are
annihilate.
going to
You know what? The Vikings, since their tie in September, these teams have gone on opposite courses. Even though the Vikings have lost some games, they have gotten way better.
Mm-hmm.
And the Packers have just gotten worse. And Rodgers has just gotten more sour and more angry.
He needs to get out.
Yeah. Or McCarthy,
Yeah.
either way. Or both, honestly.
Yeah, Vikings are going to win this. Rodgers is ticked off about this season. It has not gone well for them at all. Yeah, the Vikings have been losing, but they're going to come back with this week and just beat the Packers.
All right, so let's move on to our final pick of the week. Monday Night Football, we have Tennessee versus Houston, 7:15 on ESPN.
I have the Houston Texans in this one, and they're quietly one of the hottest teams in the NFL right now. They've
Not
won
hot enough to
7
be on our
straight.
power rankings,
Yeah,
but
yeah. I mean, they've won
Give it
7
a few weeks.
Maybe.
maybe if we do 10 teams instead of 5 teams next week.
Yeah. But they've won 7 straight games, and the Titans just aren't good anymore. I mean, they beat.
The Titans lost to the Colts by what, like 30-something?
Yeah.
That
I mean,
just-
that's embarrassing.
That's
I mean,
terrible.
Andrew Luck. But
Honestly, with how wide open the AFC is, the fact that Tennessee's not going to get a wild card berth is just embarrassing with the amount of talent Tennessee has. So I'll take the Texans in this one pretty big. I'll say maybe 17 points.
I got the Texans with this one. Little bit bigger margin than yours, Marco. I'd say by 21,
Oh,
maybe
geez.
20. But, yeah, Texans are on a huge hot streak. They're going to keep winning. And I feel like they'll be a very solid team, probably in our power rankings by the end of the season.
Yeah, so, not a really troublesome episode when it comes to disagreements.
Except for Washington.
Only
We'll
one
have to come back
disagreement
on that.
in the entire episode. We'll talk about that next week. We'll see what happened.
a washing ticket? A washing ticket?
No,
state?
absolutely
Abortion
not.
ticket. Okay.
So yeah, overall, I went 5-4 last week. Spencer went 6-3. So he beat me, but I still made it above 500. That's what counts.
We should have a prize for who wins this.
Oh sure, okay, yeah, whatever
If
prize we
Washington
can
wins.
present. No, we're not going there because guess what? Washington State's gonna win, and
see.
this epilogue has been prolonged long enough.
Yep.
Along with Colton Deneen and Easton Nelson, my name is Marco Yerkovich. Thank you, and we will see you guys next time.
Peace out.
Adios.